Hello! Welcome, everybody. I am your Pal Hal. We are live on Backchannel, and I could not be more excited. I hope your Tuesday is off to a great start. Hope it hasn't gone off the rails. Hope you're well. Hope you're avoiding the Omicron. And I also hope you're ready for some fun. We got a lot of good stuff in store for us today. We've got some goofs, some gags, some news, some pop culture, gonna talk movies, and plenty of good times, nice times, swell times, enjoyable times, and any other synonym you can think about there. And we got a fun segment coming up. We've got our one of my faves, wrong answers only. Wrong answers only. We're going to dive into that a little bit later. And if you want to participate in that, you can follow me on Twitter or you can chat here. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I am at Hal Rudnick. I posed the wrong answers only question, and you can chime in with your answer at Hal Rudnick, or go ahead and communicate with me, because this show, it's powered by you. It's powered by just our communication. I love hearing from you. I want to hear from you. I want to chat with you. So whether you want to chat about one of our segments, whether you want to tell us how your day is going, or whether you want to tell us what you're snacking on, we are very snack friendly in this show. I want to hear about all your snacking because I'm a snackaholic. Listen, there's one thing you say about Hal Rudnick, I be snacking. So here's how you can communicate with us, chat with us, hang out with us. Go ahead and get your smart device's attention. Use the magic word say and drop in anything after that. So smart device, say, I'm snacking on a big bowl of chili. Smart device, say, I'm eating Oreo cookies. Wish I had milk. Or you can go to your if you're hanging out with us on YouTube, go ahead and type in whatever your response is going to be, or you can go to backchannel.tv, backchannel.tv, where you can not only communicate with us, but leave a little review of the show. Let us know what you think. Tell us too much snack talk, not enough snack talk. Or maybe make a suggestion. Could Hal snack during the show? I would love to listen to the sounds of him chewing. For now, I promise you, little, if next to zero chewing. Okay, where this is not going to be a fully immersive ASMR experience where I'm up close to the microphone chewing potato chips, chewing on an apple, eating a sandwich, or anything like that. It is 11:07 here. 11:07 here on the West Coast in the home office, Los Angeles, California. We're going to be with you LA time, West Coast time, up until 1 p.m. We're going to be with you on the East Coast, where it's 2:07 right now, up until 4 p.m. We're going to be with you in Omaha, Nebraska, where it's 1:07. Sorry, there's a little hair floating on my face. That's what happens when you have dogs. We have two of them. I'll be with you till 3 o'clock p.m. in Omaha, Nebraska, and in jolly old England, where it is 7:07. I'll be with you till 9 p.m. Hitting time zones, giving updates. Love it. Nice to see some folks in the chat. Please hang out with us. Get active. Talk to us. Freddie in Louisiana. What's going on, Freddie? Nathan down in Texas. Lorna coming to us from Alabama. Roll Tide. Sorry about the national championship game. Sorry to bring up a sore subject if it is. Nathan, as I said, Nathan in Texas. Abigail in Oklahoma. Abigail, I think Oklahoma is okay. And Freddie. Yes, Freddie in Louisiana. Thank you for being here. Good times, everybody. Excited. My mommy is here. Rob Schaefer, my pal. And not only is Rob Schaefer my pal, he is a Renaissance man. The guy knows his way around the kitchen. And if, let's say, you were to run afoul of the law and you found yourself in the greater Omaha, Nebraska vicinity, you could not find better legal counsel than the esteemed official attorney of the Your Pal Hal show here on Backchannel, Rob Schaefer, attorney at law. Bam. There you go. There you go. Keeping law and order. And Rob Schaefer, listen, I wasn't lying when I say I love the snacks. Rob Schaefer chiming in. I just tried the Impossible Chicken from KFC. Not the best nuggets out there, but there are worse nuggets out there. Okay. And I wonder, is Impossible Chicken... That's intriguing to me. Because I would sacrifice a little bit of taste if the Impossible Chicken were a little healthier. Now, because I know the beef we eat, the chicken we eat, and I said I'm a snackaholic. I'm also a chickenaholic. Coining terms here on Your Pal Hal show. Hi, my name is Hal, and I'm a chickenaholic. No, I seriously eat chicken so much. And with beef, chicken, all these meats, I know they're getting stuck with steroids to give the chicken extra big bosoms, chicken breasts, to make everything meatier, to just speed the process. So you know what? Like someone who doesn't want to get their vaccine, I'm going to do my own research and look up what some of the health protocols and facts and figures are regarding Impossible Chicken. And I might just give that a shot because everybody needs a little KFC. Everybody needs a little KFC. Yeah. Thank you, Rob Schaefer, for that update. You know, I would be nothing here. I'd be sitting in a void. I probably wouldn't even be able to go live on the air. I'd be a shell of myself if it weren't for my trusty cohort, Producer Travis. Producer Travis, what's going on with you, pal? Producer Travis coming to us from the garage.
From the garage.
You've dispensed with the brick background, so that was what happened. You had a white brick curtain.
I had a white brick curtain. It has gone. I didn't like it anymore, so I got rid of it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And are you going to be getting a green screen? What's the deal there?
We'll see. A lot of this is sort of at the whims of the powers that be and trying to decide what is the most appropriate. You know what's really funny is I have, on the opposite side of me here, I have cubicle walls, which is, by the way, for any aspiring audio engineers, cubicle walls make pretty good MacGyver sound treatment. Yeah, and they are the exact color as a green screen.
Oh,
but they're over there.
And are they Are they unable to move or what?
Yeah.
Huh.
Just noticing this right now. That's really tragic.
Gotcha. Yeah. My mom is in the house watching, and I called her right before the show to let her know that I was live with Anthony Davis. The previous show, I had a very nice chat with Anthony Davis before we got on the air, and I learned that the gentleman who goes on right here on Backchannel, and he's very bright. He's got a wonderful dulcet tones to listen to and extremely informative. So he was telling me how he has his pilot's license and he flies airplanes, and he hasn't flown in a long time. And not since he's moved to the United States a good 5 years ago or so. But I was very impressed. That guy is a Renaissance man. He's filled with all sorts of talents. He asked me if I've ever flown a plane, and I told him I can barely drive a car. I mean, yeah, I'm like, I don't like driving on the highway. What am I going to do up there by myself in an airplane? I mean, I guess do what I'd have to do to land that bird, but good King Wenceslaus, that really, I found that to be
Yeah.
interesting. Travis, what have you been up to? It's Tuesday the 18th of January. Seems like just yesterday it was the 17th. What have you been up to since I saw you?
I've been in a non-serious but real kind of state of mourning. One of my favorite and one of the longest-standing hardcore bands out of Buffalo, New York, called it quits yesterday after 20 years.
What's the name of the band?
The band is called Every Time I Die. They formed in 1997 and were active in the early days of the East Coast hardcore revival from 1999 up until, well, yesterday. Yeah.
Sorry to hear it, Travis. Sorry to hear that that this band, but you'll always have their catalog of music.
Absolutely. And they did not but a few months ago drop what is almost unanimously considered to be their best work to date. And
there you go. Leave on a high note.
Yeah, real soft spot in my heart. Unfortunately, they're leaving in some kind of public discourse. Like there's some things being floated around that seem like it's unfortunately not as amicable as one would want after you decide. It's not exactly a retirement, so to speak. But
creative differences. Did the drummer sleep with the lead singer's girlfriend or vice versa?
It's TBD. It's very much a 4 and 1 of a band of 5. It seems that after 20 years, there's some irreconcilable differences between, and there's a brother thing, so it's almost a bit of an Oasis setup where
Noel and Liam.
And it all just kind of happened over the past year. It'd be, they were regarded as, you know what, no matter what happens, they're going to be there. Keeping it, holding it down.
That ain't true no more.
No. And it's just another
it used to be death taxes. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no, exactly. No.
It used to be death taxes and Every Time I Die. Now it's just death and taxes.
Yeah, again. And this is just yet another what I thought to be unshakable foundation of society that the pandemic has completely undermined.
Well, you're alone in that regard. No, I'm kidding. I'm sure a lot of hardcore fans share those sentiments, Travis. All right, that was our segment, Niche Bands with Travis Reeves.
I will say, they did have an official day in their hometown of Buffalo, New York.
All right. You know what? A nice day in Buffalo. Another nice day in Buffalo over the weekend when the Bills stomped the Patriots. What was it, 47-17 or something like that?
Yeah, the worst playoff loss in Bill Belichick's career.
Wow. But a feather in his cap that he took this first-year quarterback to the playoffs at all. So let's speak no more
of sad things
and end the show. No, I'm kidding. Let's dive into the Twitter first. Let's dive into the Twitter sphere. Every day we check out trending topics on the Twitter website, everyone. And today is no different. And let's take a peek at what we got cooking up. Just getting the tweets, getting the likes, getting the RTs, the retweets. I saw some news that really fascinated me, that interested me, because one of my favorite musical acts is since I was a kid, and my mom, Deborah Rudnick, who's hanging out in the chat, can attest to this, by the way, got to shout out Stacy. Stacy, our friend Stacy, hanging out with Tracy. Very nice. Stacy is in the house. Coming to us from the great state of Texas. Stacy, always great to have you here. So one of my favorite musical acts of all time is the great parody artist and extraordinary musician. Like, this guy's a great musician. Weird Al Yankovic. Weird Al Yankovic, ever since, like, when I was just a wee one, when I was a wee lad, Weird Al Yankovic has been with us, just creating parodies, cranking out music, making comedy gold. I love Weird Al. I've seen him in concert several times, and I've gotten to meet him a couple of times. I fanned out over him a little bit. Oh, there's a Weird Al. I have a Weird Al pin here on my desk that I got when I was a kid. This is a vintage Weird Al pin, and it's autographed to me on the back by his drummer, Jim West. I believe it's his drummer. I don't know if you could see this. Yeah. So this is Weird Al posed like he's a member, like he's Sting. This is a takeoff on the cover of a Police album. If you could, Travis. My mom says that was crazy how much you liked him. Travis, Can you find the actual Sting version of this picture?
Oh, yeah.
Is that possible?
Yeah, one second. Let me pull that up.
But yes, Weird Al had a song, or sorry, The Police. The band The Police, the seminal 80s band The Police, had a song called King of Pain. I'll always be King of Pain. And Weird Al came out with his version of it, King of Suede, which was about a dude who ran a store that sold suede goods. Suede goods. Weird Al, King of Suede. This is I've had this since I was a kid. This little Weird Al pin, and hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So anyway, I've established my Weird Al fandom. Travis is looking for the Sting Police album cover. There it is. Synchronicity. Travis, you're a good man. You're a good man, Travis. Thank you. So it has just been confirmed that Weird Al is going to be played in his biopic. Oh, Travis's mom is in the house. We have an embarrassment of riches when it comes to moms and Deborah's. Very nice. Always great to have you here, Debbie Butterfield. Thank you. Weird Al will be played in his biopic by...
Hi, Mom.
Very nice. Daniel Radcliffe. That is right. Daniel Radcliffe making moves, making it happen. He's not stopping at Harry Potter. He's doing it. And this is very cool. So let's check out some of the thoughts in regards to Daniel Radcliffe. I don't think of him. I think Weird Al is a little more lanky. Also, it's hard to pick. But you know what? That's why it's acting. Maybe Daniel Radcliffe can act lankier. So grab your accordions, because Daniel Radcliffe is going to play Weird Al Yankovic in an upcoming biopic. Radcliffe, 32, will star in Weird, the Al Yankovic story, a Roku original movie from Funny or Die and Tango that will stream exclusively on the Roku channel. Yankovic will pen the script alongside Funny or Die's Eric Appel, who will direct the picture. Oh, Eric Appel. I know him from... back in the day at UCB, the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater. I worked with Eric Appel several times, and back in the day, he's a fine television director and working for Funny or Die. That's really cool. And Travis.
Can I ask you an inside baseball question? Related to Beth or no?
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Interesting.
But that's a great question. I've never the Twain show. I've never seen or heard anything to that effect. And I'm friendly
Probably
with Beth,
not.
and the former very talented artistic director of the Upright Citizens Brigade. And this is funny. It's interesting that Funny or Die is attached, because Funny or Die put out a video. There's a tweet from Weird Al Yankovic. I'm making a movie. So, I'm making a movie. Very nice. Funny or Die made a video years ago. Y'all remember Funny or Die, the comedy website, and now they produce some TV shows and stuff like that as well. They put out a video of a Weird Al, a Weird Al biopic. I think it's of the same name. Travis, is that in the Twitter replies there? Is that in any of that?
I am looking for it as we
Great.
speak.
In the meantime, Debbie Butterfield says, "Hello, my son Travis. You could have sounded more enthused. Love you, my special boy." Oh, that's just adorbies. Rob Schaefer says, "Sweet, just me and the moms hanging out in the YouTube chat. Obviously, it is where the cool folks hang out." Got that right, Rob. You got that right. Travis looking at that Funny or Die. Very cool. Any thoughts on Weird Al? Any thoughts on favorite Weird Al song? Favorite Weird Al song? You know what? I'm going to ask Twitter right now, and I have a favorite Weird Al song. It's the parody of the great Kinks song Lola. It's Yoda. Yoda. I met him in a swamp. I don't know if we're gonna get. I met him in a swamp down in Dagobah, where it bubbles like bubbly soda. Yoda Yoda. Yes, yes. So I'm asking, what is your favorite Weird Al song? What is your favorite Weird Al song? I'm asking Twitter, and if you want to. If you want to mess with if you want to mess with the Twitter, then go ahead and follow me at Hal Rudnick. Grass Puddle in the house. Eat it. Grass Puddle, thank you for bringing up the amazing Eat It, which has an equally amazing video. Yet, Grass Puddle, get out of my brain. I love the Eat It video. I love the song Eat It. And in fact, that as a kid, like, that is, like, for many people, but that is the song that pulled me into the Weird Al universe. Like, and then it has been a universe. I had so many Weird Al, I had CDs, I had everything. Travis, what do we find in regards to that Funny or Die video? Any traction there? Newly discovered Weird Al biopic. There we go.
3 minutes long. It seems like this is the one.
Yeah, who played him? Let's see. Was it Justin Long?
Probably.
Who played?
He's like the rest. He's like the Wes Anderson troupe of Funny or Die, but it's just him. Is that him? Oh, that Patton Oswalt. There's Weird Al.
Oh, Patton Oswalt played Dr. Demento.
That's right. And then there's Weird Al, and there's Brian Husky.
Oh, yeah, love Brian Husky.
Who is that? Paul Scheer. That's not Justin Long.
Is it Matthew Gray Gubler or something?
Ooh, it's that wig. Yeah. I can't figure it out.
Wait, let's see his face.
Let's see.
Who played Weird Al? And there's him. There's a Weird Al cameo.
Almost looks like Jefferson Dutton, but I don't think it is.
No, it's not Jeff Dutton.
That's just rattling off.
I think it might be Matthew Gray Gubler.
Rapid firing UCB comedians so that people go, oh, that person's face. I think I've seen that once or twice.
Okay. All right. Let's see. I brought it up. Okay, just brought it up. Let's see. Who played Weird Al?
Sort of meant to be reminiscent of like Walk the Line or like even 8 Mile in some regards. Which of course, if anyone isn't familiar, he's lived a pretty casual and benign, He's pretty under wraps. Yeah, he's pretty chill guy.
Yeah, pretty chill guy. Let's see. Oh yeah, you got Gary Cole in this thing. This is some good
Aaron
stuff.
Paul. It was Aaron Paul the whole time.
Oh, wow. It was Aaron Paul the whole time.
Jesse Pinkman
Jesse Pinkman.
Oh, my God. Oh, now I see.
Oh, yeah. Rob Schaefer chiming in. His favorite Weird Al song is Money for Nothing, Beverly Hillbillies. Beverly Hills, that is. Very nice. Very nice. That's a nice one. That's a solid choice, brother.
Olivia Wilde,
Rob.
Gary Cole, Mary Steenburgen.
Okay, so we got a couple of answers for what is your favorite Weird Al song on Twitter. So hard to say, but One More Minute came to mind, says Eric Goldman. William Bibbiani, Eric Goldman from Screen Junkies and Fandom. William Bibbiani, film critic. He says, all the polkas, bring back in chronological order, play them like just one song. Perfect song. Hardware Store Al at the height of his vocal prowess. Okay. Nakul says Bob. I'm not sure I know that one. Dare to Be Stupid. Oh, so good. Dare to Be Stupid. Love that. Alex Mott on Twitter listing a top 5. Trapped in the Drive-Thru. Good one. Good later, Al. Albuquerque. Word Crimes instead of Blurred Lines. Weasel Stomping Day. And your horoscope for today. That's his top 5. Very nice. We got another vote for Word Crimes, another vote for Albuquerque. I'm gonna write in here. Mine is Yoda. There we go. YODA. Yoda. And when I saw Weird Al live, nobody picking White and Nerdy or alternative polka. Grass Puddle. I like that you bring that up. Yeah, William Bibbiani said all the polkas. All the polkas back to back in chronological order. Play them like they're just one song. Perfect song. One long perfect song. Yes, very nice. So Weird Al, the biopic, it is in the works. Daniel Radcliffe. Oh, here more answers chiming in. Amish Paradise for like 25 years now. Yes. Another shout out to Beverly Hillbillies. And then I can't believe we haven't mentioned this yet. UHF, his movie. Travis, have you ever seen the Weird Al movie UHF?
UHF is my favorite Weird Al song. I know it's a movie. It's my favorite song.
We got it all on UHF. Yep.
You get nothing. It is great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Weird Al's 1980s movie UHF, which has just a cavalcade of like 1980s comedy people, and a young Michael Richards pre-Kramer. So weird and funny. It's like everything you want in like a cult classic comedy. The Weird Al UHF movie. Yeah, this is becoming like a Weird Al tribute show. Amazing. Stacy says, I hate to tell you this house, I can't go on Twitter unless I have an adult like my mom. Right on, Stacy. No worries. Stacy, you can tell us whatever you think in regards to any of the questions we asked. Well, you can talk to us right here, so no problem, Stacy. Anne Hathaway, was Anne Hathaway in Beverly Hillbillies? But very good, Stacy. Very nice. And oh my goodness, Yaba Jonah, thank you for that big reaction. It's wonderful to have you here. Please stick around. We're talking about Weird Al. If you have a favorite Weird Al song, let us know. Also, tell us, are you eating any snacks right now? What are you up to? Great to have you here. Yaba Jonah. and I appreciate that that reaction. That's what I say every time I look in the mirror. I'm like, oh my God, Hal Rudnick. And there I am. There I am. What do you got on, what'd you bring up there? Oh, is that UHF, Travis, on the Rotten Tomatoes score? 61% from the critics, 77% from the audience. The critics need to get their crap together because UHF is an honest to goodness classic, okay? UHF, so good. It's like just a notch below Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Pee-wee's Big Adventure, a true classic, a true classic. So there you have it. Daniel Radcliffe will be playing Weird Al in a motion picture penned by Weird Al himself. Travis, talk to me.
Something to note is that Eric Appel is also the he did that sketch originally, written and directed by. So this is a continuation of his grand idea of this sketch, I guess.
Tremendous. Very nice. Well, that makes sense then. That makes a ton of sense. I should send him a message and ask him if he'll cast me in the movie. Never hurts, right?
Right.
There you go. It is 11:35. You are hanging out with your pal Hal right here on Backchannel. We're taking you up until 1 p.m. here on the West Coast, 4 p.m. on the East Coast, 3 p.m. in Omaha, Nebraska, and 9 p.m. in jolly old England. And don't say we don't hit time zones. We do. We hit the time zones. And let's look at some more trending topics. Okay, so Representative Congressman Dan Crenshaw was in the news. Dan Crenshaw, conservative personality and congressman, war hero, and he's been in the news before. He had gotten in a little dust up with Pete Davidson. Your boy Jonah. Oh, thank you. I Grass Puddle, what would I do without you? That is funny. What up, my boy Jonah? Good to see you. Thank you for translating names and Twitter handles and all that good stuff. Grass Puddle. So it was interesting. Dan Crenshaw, the Republican out of Texas, he was doing like a town hall Q&A with folks in a restaurant, and a little girl, a 10-year-old girl, I don't know if she was prompted by someone to read this question, like sending this 10-year-old like kind of a Trojan horse in there with a gotcha question. But like there was a question that she asked, and the clip is kind of funny because she asked him, literally got wrecked by a high schooler. Not even a high schooler. This girl was 10 years old, a middle schooler, if that. And then he got heckled afterwards. So the girl asked him, so the girl read a quote to him, which was essentially, it was about hero archetypes. So, and here's the quote: Jesus is a hero archetype. Superman is a hero archetype. Real characters too. I could name 1,000. Rosa Parks, Ronald Reagan, and he went on. And she said, I can't wrap my head around this. And Dan Crenshaw retorted, well, I'll help you. Put a period after the word Jesus and don't question my faith. And he was just like very off-putting to a 10-year-old. You know what the world needs? One stage, 2 podiums. Dan Crenshaw versus 10-year-old girl. Psh, That is the political debate. The 10-year-old versus the war hero. But seriously, he got, like, she touched a nerve. Dan Crenshaw, like, he got riled up. Like it was literally like, I'll tell you what, put a period after Jesus and don't question my faith. You dirty little no good sniveling. No, he didn't go that far. But that's just real funny to me. Real funny to me. If you remember, Pete Davidson got in the dust up with Dan Crenshaw a couple of years ago when he made fun of his appearance with the eye patch. And yeah, not cool because dude lost his eye serving this country. And yeah, it's just it's regardless of someone's politics, poor form to make fun of a veteran who was injured in combat, essentially a hero. And then Dan Crenshaw, Pete Davidson didn't realize, like, he didn't know all the details. He was just making fun of the eye patch, and they buried the hatchet. Dan Crenshaw came on SNL, all good. Funny though, this past weekend, Michael Che was making fun of the eye patch on the leader of the Oath Keepers, the militant, dangerous, insurrectionist, anti-government militia. And I guess it's okay to make fun of someone when they're a piece of crap for having an eye patch, but not a war hero. Because this guy and the guy, the leader of the Oath Keepers, who's just been charged with sedition and seditious plotting to overthrow the government, etc., for the January 6th insurrection. He apparently shot his own eye out when he dropped a loaded handgun like over a decade ago. It, like, dropped the gun and was like, pew, pew. Like, lucky for him, it wasn't worse. But yeah, Michael Che was like, making pirate jokes and everything, which, listen, if you're a giant piece of crap, it's, I guess it's okay. That's what I've learned about, this is your pal Hal's lesson about making fun of people with eye patches. Okay? War hero, don't do it. But giant seditious piece of crap, fair game. And that's one to grow on. Grass Puddle chimes in with a great comment. You'll shoot your eye out. You'll shoot your eye out. Was it a Red Ryder rifle with a compass in the stock? Grass Puddle, high five for that one. Very nice. Very nice. So, yep. Dan Crenshaw getting just destroyed by a 10-year-old. Rob Schaefer asking, did you see the picture of Dan Crenshaw meet with Chris Evans? Crenshaw took off his patch and showed the Captain America symbol, glass eye. Wow. I did not see that. But you know what? That's kind of cool. Listen, I dig that. Like, if you had a glass eye, what would you put on it? Would it be just a regular eyeball, or would you go Captain America symbol? Maybe Batman symbol would be pretty sick. If you're a fascist, maybe you go Punisher logo. Travis, what would you put on your glass eye? Weezer logo?
No, Rivers Cuomo does not have dominion over my body.
Gotcha.
That's such an awful thing. I would just get an eye. I would get a normal eye. I wouldn't want to do that to people. Normal eye.
Listen, I know. Okay, let's put this out there. no offense to anyone who listen. My father was legally blind. I have the utmost respect for those who are visually challenged and those who are going through that. That being said, if you were to have a glass eye, so yes, I recognize it's an awful thing. Just an eye. Okay, if you had to, if they said you can't have an eye, you could have any kind of logo or a single word. What would it be, Travis?
First, I would see if anyone wanted to buy ad space.
Nice. That's not bad. They can get a little social media campaign going.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. But yeah, real organic marketing campaign. And if that went out, boy, that's such a tough question. That'd be so tough. If I couldn't have just a normal eye, I'm gonna think on that.
Can't have a normal eye
because it does. Nothing jumps out at me. There's not too many symbols, too many things, and I'm like, oh yeah, I identify with that. I mean, I'm not opposed to the Captain America logo, but then that seems like I'm doing a Dan Crenshaw bit, and I'm good off of that. You know what? I'd get the Ball Mason jar logo.
The what?
The Ball, the company that makes mason jars. I'd get their logo.
Can you bring that up? Because I have no.
Yeah.
That was a deep cut. That's a deep cut.
They sponsor the Nuggets Arena in Denver.
Okay.
Let me pull up the Ball.
Let's pop that in. My mom says, "How about a $sign?" That would be good. Like maybe like that'd be good for hip hop. Maybe like if I was a rapper or an influencer, maybe that, or maybe the Bitcoin logo. That would be like a nice douchey thing to get.
Yeah, right. But no, I would absolutely keep it. I don't know what the word would be. Holistic. That's not it. But no, I would get that. I'd get that.
Just the word ball
in that font. I think it'd be hilarious.
Okay, yeah, I've seen that before. Interesting.
Yep.
And they sponsor the arena.
Yeah, Ball Arena, which that makes sense.
Yeah, that kind of work. That kind of like is too perfect. A name.
Yeah. Right. Ball Arena, Denver, Colorado, formerly known as the Pepsi Center.
Aha.
Yeah.
I remember in Sacramento.
Mm-hmm.
How far did you wait from Sacramento? Did you grow up?
About an hour and change. I used to commute there for a band.
Gotcha. Yeah, in Sacramento, their arena was called the Sleep Train Arena?
Sleep Train Pavilion.
Sleep Train Pavilion.
There's also the Cow Palace for a time.
Gotcha. Oh, I like Cow Palace. Sleep Train just sounds like, oh yeah, what a snooze our games are going to be, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, were they wrong? Not then. That was like early 2000s.
No, except in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Mike, baby. Yeah, now it's the Golden One Center. Yeah, Sacramento is largely not worth it.
But they got the Golden One. It was the Arco Arena. And they changed the name already, the Golden One?
Yeah, now it's the Golden One Center. God, they cannot keep a sponsor to save because it's Sacramento.
Gotcha,
Sacramento's not great.
They built a new arena downtown.
Right, that is the Golden One Center now.
Gotcha.
Cow Palace, that was in Sac, right? I don't know if that's even the same. Oh, no, the Cow Palace was in Daly City. That's right. They don't use that anymore. I'm sorry. Totally different thing.
So they built the Arco Arena downtown. I was up there. I used to, my ex-girlfriend was a Sacramento gal. So I
my condolences.
Thank you. Paid a couple of visits to Sacktown. I had a nice time up there. All right, let's. We got a couple more trending topics to hit. Supreme Court Justice Neil Gorsuch is being a jerk. So here's the deal. Justice Sonia Sotomayor. She's immunocompromised. She's got a long-standing case of type 1 diabetes. I guess that's the one you're born with. I think it's type 1, but she's diabetic. And contracting COVID could be extremely problematic for her, for many of us. And she has requested that the justices wear masks. And all of the justices have agreed to wear masks while on the bench, except for Neil Gorsuch. Also, Neil Gorsuch is seated right next to her, and he refuses to wear a mask. You know what? I'm calling that jerk behavior, Gorsuch. Gorsuch, you're such, Gorsuch, you're such a jerk. Yeah. How hard is that? Why is that? Why do you have to, why can't you just be a good person and do right by your neighbor, your coworker, your friend, do right by each other. Unite, don't divide. Rather than saying, yeah, I don't care. I ain't letting you infringe upon my freedoms. Oh, yeah, if you want to, let's see. Nina Totenberg from NPR reports that the Chief Justice asked his colleagues to mask up out of respect for Sotomayor's health concerns. Only Gorsuch refused. His refusal forced Sotomayor to participate in arguments and conference remotely. Sotomayor has diabetes, a condition that puts her at high risk for serious illness or even death from COVID-19. She has been the only justice to wear a mask on the bench since last fall, when amid a marked decline in COVID-19 cases, the justices resumed in-person arguments for the first time since the onset of the pandemic. Now, though the situation has changed, the Omicron surge, and according to court sources, Sotomayor did not feel safe in close proximity to people who were unmasked. Chief Justice John Roberts, understanding that, in some form, asked the other justices to mask up. Mask it up, folks. They all did, except Gorsuch, who, as it happens, sits next to Sotomayor on the bench. His continued refusal since then has also meant that Sotomayor has not attended the justices' weekly conferences in person, joining instead by telephone. What a jerk face. Just straight up. I think that, listen, I get it. No one likes the pandemic. No one. All right? Except Jeff Bezos, who has tripled and Elon Musk, who's gotten, a lot of people business-wise, but I'm sure they don't actually like the pandemic. But here's the thing. If you wear a mask, you can go ahead and wear a cool mask. Like, look at this. I have a cool Wu-Tang Clan mask. There you go. Just like we were asking, what would you put on your, by the way, Travis, how cool would this be on your glass eye?
That's tight.
I might have to go with this.
Yeah.
To represent my 90s hip hop love. So, yeah. But Neil Gorsuch, what a turkey,
Yeah.
Right? How big a deal is that?
And that feels important to note, just to bring gravity to the numbers you referenced. Billionaires got 62% richer during the pandemic. They're up to 1.8 trillion. Jeff Bezos, as you name dropped, 66.4% wealth growth over a 17-month period.
Zuckerberg, Larry Page, Ellison,
Musk,
Sergey Brin. Yeah, Palmer. There it is.
Yeah, all
the economy has changed. The gig economy has shifted. There's I'm not going to start talking about things that I don't know a ton about, but yeah, things have definitely changed. Interesting. Thank you for those numbers, Travis. Right. One other trending topic we've got here is are you a fan of the devil's lettuce? the sticky icky, weed. Where to weed at? Cannabis. Are you a cannabis enthusiast? Well, it's been reported. I think we might have touched on this last week or so when some news came out. But apparently, cannabis compounds prevented COVID infection in a lab study. That's right. So, the two compounds commonly found in hemp called cannabigergic acid and CBGA and cannabidiolic acid or CBDA. Okay, CBDA and CBGA were identified during a chemical screening effort as having potential to combat coronavirus. Researchers from one of Travis's old stomping grounds, Oregon State University, said up in Oregon. So that is some interesting news. Weed, it's medicine, man. It's good. It's good for the cabeza. It'll protect those cells. It's good. It's pain relief, anxiety relief, and also it's pretty cool to put on and maybe watch a David Lynch movie or whatever. So yeah, let's take a look at if there's any more information there. If you wouldn't mind bringing that up, Travis. Weed. It's so. I guess. You know what? Obviously, Snoop Dogg is going to be COVID free for the foreseeable future. Seth Rogen, he's not catching. His COVID is going to be very mild if he catches it. So quite quickly, we'll be able to move from these preclinical findings to the clinic and demonstrate efficacy in people. Cannabis compounds prevented COVID-19 infection in a lab study. Yeah, let's get a couple of details on this. I think it made your cells that much more impenetrable to the COVID. So there you go. So I guess, you know, if you're of age and you want a little extra boost, a little boost to your booster, spark it up. Eat a gummy, and that will give you, maybe that will help speed your super immunity. And maybe you'll feel super as well. Travis, what can I do for you, pal?
What I was able to glean from the screenshot of the Bloomberg article before it paywalled me out was that
actually, I'm going to step away and you tell us, give us your thoughts, okay?
Sure, more than happy to. Let's see here. I'm gonna flip around here. I don't need Bloomberg's homepage. That's not gonna help us. Also, another trending topic: Activision was purchased by Microsoft, which is a huge thing in the gaming world. But the cannabinoids. Let's see if I can find another article here for that. Prevent the spike proteins from attaching to the cells in your body. Generally, that seems to be the theory, what's being proposed and what's being studied. The study suggests two compounds found commonly in hemp prevent coronavirus from entering cells that typically line internal organs and skin in the lab setting. So the kind of cells that exist on the outside of your internal organs and also on your skin. These two compounds, CBDA and CBGA, apparently could play a role in preventing the spike protein that makes the virus work. That's the thing that does that. A spike protein that attaches to your body and gets in there and kind of like gets its hooks into you, so to speak. In the study, these acids were able to bind to the SARS-CoV-2, COVID-19, spike protein, the same target used in COVID-19 vaccines and antibody therapy. Once bound, this step could block a critical step in the pathogen process used to infect the cell. So it functions, not to say it is the same thing as a vaccine by any stretch, but it functions similarly, as it says, to the way that the vaccine and antibody therapies work, in that it keeps the spike protein of the virus from binding to the cells that are vulnerable on or in your body after exposure from droplet spread.
So you're going on record saying a bong rip will protect you.
The comedy in me wants to say yes, but I can't. I cannot in good No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that some people, some people in Corvallis might be onto something.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. So pull down your mask and take a bong rip, says Travis Reeves, producer of the Your Pal Hal show. Those are our trending topics, folks. I'm putting words in Travis's mouth. And now it is time to do a little bit of a deep dive. That's right. We're going to do our Twitter deep dive. Every day we pick either a topic, a trending topic on Twitter that we go down the rabbit hole with, a hashtag, or a Twitter account. And today we are going to look at the account belonging to America's sweetheart, none other than Reese Witherspoon. Reese Witherspoon. Oh yes, Reese. I love Reese Witherspoon. She's great. I love me some Big Little Lies. I enjoy her on the morning show, and yeah, she's become like a real TV actress lately. But yeah, movie star. Election was very early, one of her first things, and she's been good since then. Reese Witherspoon, and she's a delight, except when she's talking to a cop. Travis, do you remember that story?
Not even a little bit. Fire away.
Oh, she and her husband got pulled over for drunk driving in I think a state not California. It might have been like someplace in the South. And she hit the cop with, "You know who I am? Do you know who you're messing with right now?" And was a belligerent, belligerently pulled over.
I don't think that would be. I mean, I guess celebrity status, but if I were a law enforcement professional, and do you know who I am? Like, yeah, you're in election. I'm not. I was right? Good. I'm not. That doesn't intimidate me. You're Reese Witherspoon. That's your whole bit.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like she's, that might work when like you're on set trying to get a table, when you're trying to get a table at the Ivy.
Mm-hmm.
Or talking to the salesperson at Hermes. But yeah,
I'm too poor to know what that is.
It's a fancy place that sells fancy things.
Yeah. But of course.
Yeah, just a fancy place that sells fancy things. What up? Xander joined the stream. Devonish joined the stream. Welcome to the party, folks. Darn glad to have you here. All right, let's begin our look at the Twitter account belonging to Reese Witherspoon. Okay, Reese Witherspoon, her Twitter handle is at Reese W, and she has a robust 2.9 million followers. Very nice. No bio. She joined Twitter in 2013, born March 22nd. There you go. All right. Here she is promoting a book. This book has my heart. Can you make this just a titch bigger, Travis? Yeah, thank you. Oh my goodness. It was jumping out of the screen at me. Thank you. The Winter 2022 YA Reese. Oh, so Reese has a book club. Encouraging reading. Very nice. Anatomy by Dana Schwartz. And I think you'll really enjoy the secrets that begin to unravel and spooky adventures riddled throughout this historical fiction. There you go. Reese, recommending some young adult reading material right there. What is it, Travis?
Dana Schwartz, writer of the upcoming She-Hulk series.
Aha. Very nice. Very nice. Good morning. Want to send love to everyone out there who's dealing with COVID, whether you are a patient, parent, teacher, friend, spouse, caregiver, nurse, hospital worker, doctor. I'm sending you all my strength and love. All right, Reese. That's nice. Wait, go back to that list. Go back. Notice that she didn't say anti-vaxxer. She didn't say Serbian tennis player trying to work their visa to get into Australia. Notice that she didn't say podcaster who takes ivermectin. So I'm just saying. My mom chiming in. I do like Reese Witherspoon, but she does not have a good attitude. Oh, shots fired. Bring that one up, Travis. Deborah Rudnick. I do like Reese Witherspoon, but she does not have a good attitude. I need to quote that. All right. I'm going to tweet that from my mom. I do like Reese Witherspoon, but she does not have a good attitude. I'm referring to the cop stuff. That's fantastic, Mom. I love that. Okay. What else? What else do we got from Reese? These are all of her tweets should be called. Wait for it. Reese's Pieces. Am I right? Who's with me? Travis. All right. Your look says speaks volumes. Added a few more. Okay. So added a few more 1989 sisters to my collection, illustrated by Blonde Lasagna. Who else is part of the sisterhood? Okay. So some art that she likes. Sisters Assemble. There we go. Okay. There are some interesting tweets here. Let's jump. Okay. Here. Okay, more art. Keep scrolling, please. I've lost the plot. So that's just a goofy random pic of her and her French bulldog. Oh, and they are identically dressed. Isn't that just too adorable for words? Her French bulldog is cuddled up in the same sweater she's wearing. Too much. Cute overload. America's sweetheart, a French bulldog, same sweaters. My mom likes Reese's Pieces there. Okay, so there you go. Wow. Thank you so much to the SAG Awards for showing love to the morning show. It's an honor and a pleasure to get to work with these incredibly talented people every day. I'm thrilled to be recognized by our fellow actors. What an honor. Good for you. Good on you, Reese. Keep scrolling, please. Scrolling. Okay, here we go. Now it's starting to get good. I think it's already trademarked Reese's Pieces. Thank you for that, Grass Puddle. Appreciate that. In the near future, every person will have a parallel digital identity. Avatars, crypto wallets, digital goods will be the norm. Are you planning for this? So there it is. We're getting into some interesting territory here. Reese, just like our friend Matt Damon, on the crypto train, but that much more, like, she's ready for Second Life. She's ready for the immersive Sims universe, or whatever it is, the Ready Player One, when we're all in our pods, just like, in our Oculus, and fully immersed in Second Life, the parallel digital identity. You know what? Perhaps. I hope people still get exercise. I hope we like. Are we going to become the people from WALL-E? Although some say WALL-E was a little too fat shaming because like everyone was just obese, like flying around in these gliding lazy boy chairs, and it was kind of an indictment of that kind of culture. But are we headed to this WALL-E, Idiocracy, Ready Player One? Are we already there? Are we? Yeah. So Reese is ready. Let's see that tweet again. Reese is ready for, if we could pop that back up on the screen. She says, I think she says at the end of that tweet, yeah, are you planning for this? So apparently she is. I don't think she, Reese is in her Oculus right now, just getting her ducks in a row for the near future. There we go. Some more interesting tweets from, let's check out a couple more from Reese. Couple more from Reese. Okay, morning show. Good. Congrats. Let's talk about habits. Are there any that have improved your daily life? Here are some I'm working towards. Start the day with a glass of water. Okay, that's not that hard. Get 10 minutes of outdoor light. Huberman Lab recommends morning light. Okay, get a little bit of that morning light. Spend 30 to 60 minutes reading daily without distraction. Now, I would like to do that. I need to read a little bit more. Other than Reese. Listen, Travis, could you come here a second? Does this count? Does this count for towards my 30 to 60 minutes reading without distraction, just reading these Reese Witherspoon tweets? I don't think so.
No.
Yeah. No. Also, I'm super distracted.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to get that reading time in. Thank you. You know what? Thank you, Reese. I'm
right?
drinking water.
There's only one Twitter account that has honestly felt like I was reading something that I should have read on paper.
Pat Sajak?
That's it.
Yeah, Pat Sajak was a good follow. Yeah, Reese Witherspoon, next she's with Sidney Poitier there. Today we lost a legend. I was lucky enough to spend some time with Sidney Poitier. As a longtime fan, I cherished hearing his incredible stories of how he changed perceptions in Hollywood. His incredible performances are filled with dignity, strength, truth, and deep humanity. Heck yeah! I second that. Second that emotion. R.I.P. Sidney Poitier. Let's see a couple more. Let's do a big scroll. Let's see. Let's see what we got from Reese. Joan Didion, R.I.P. Very nice. Let's see. Join the Atom Bomb Squad family. Oh, I don't know. Oh, it looks like NFT. Yeah. So Reese is on the NFT train. Travis not on the NFT train. And yeah, more NFTs, art. Can you believe it's already finale week? The morning show. All right, so yeah, I like this life advice from Reese. It's interesting, and it's also a little almost too cutting edge. It's like, okay, but you know what? Good for her. She's got her finger on the pulse. She's in a place where she can prepare her regular life, her flesh and blood life is so on point that she's like, my regular life is so good, I'm going to start building my virtual online life. That's it. And she's all up in the crypto, the NFTs, and also congrats on your SAG Award nominations. There you go. Reese Witherspoon, folks. She's got her finger on the pulse. Finger on the pulse. That is our Twitter deep dive. Reese, America's sweetheart. She's at Reese W, if you want to follow up. And I am your pal Hal. I'm at Hal Rudnick on Twitter. if you want to join in any of our fun, our shenanigans, our Twitter polls, our suggestions. We're coming up. We're going to have wrong answers only. Coming up, we're going to have we're going to talk about some movies, and we're going to have a little dumb fun. Yeah, all of the above. And it is 12:14 right here in the home office of the Your Pal Hal Show on the West Coast in Los Angeles, California. It is 3:14 on the East Coast, and it's 2:14 in Omaha, Nebraska. Gonna be with you going right around to the top of the hour, 1 o'clock on the West Coast, 4 o'clock on the East Coast, 3 o'clock in Omaha, Nebraska. Gonna be with you till 9 p.m. in jolly old London town. And if you want to participate in the show, which I would love for you to communicate, I would love for you to participate, go ahead, get your smart device's attention. Use the magic word say and drop in anything after that. So, smart device, say, I love the Reese Witherspoon movie Sweet Home Alabama. Or smart device, say, I like Reese's peanut butter cups, but not Reese Witherspoon. Or smart device, say, my favorite Reese is Della Reese, not Reese Witherspoon. Or you can also chat with us by going to YouTube and typing in whatever you want to say there, or go to backchannel.tv. Communicate with us there and leave a review for the Your Pal Hal Show. Maybe your review is more Witherspoon talk, please. Spoon that Witherspoon talk into my ears. Please don't say that. Okay. Coming up. Oh, we've got some fun stuff ahead here. Let's get right into it. Wrong answers only. Wrong answers only. So, Travis, I'll go through this. I don't know if you want to vet these to make sure we don't get anything foul coming up on our screens here. But let me jump into wrong answers only. We've got a robust following here. Wrong answers only on Twitter. A lot of answers. All right. First off, gotta read one from my guy Rob Schaefer, attorney at law. Here you go. Let me give you the question first. Obviously, duh, Hal. All right. On your deathbed, what are your last words? Wrong answers only. Here we go. On your deathbed, what are your last words? Wrong answers only. Rob Schaefer says, could you people be quiet? I'm trying to die here. Bleh. Nicely done, Rob. Nicely done. I like it. Sean Carlo on Twitter says, I'm so embarrassed I could just die. Croak. Drew Loftus, a pal of mine who writes for the New York Post, says, I should have watched more Honey Boo Boo. Very nice. Brother Lomas on Twitter says, I want you to know before I died, my father invented V8 juice. I have $13 million in a trust. I know you need money for that transplant, but I am leaving it to that vet in Texas who neuters seals for SeaWorld. I'm sick of seals. They have to be stopped. It cost both our lives. Wow, Brother Lomas giving us a fascinating storyline there to the answer of the wrong answer only. What are his last words? Continuing with our segment, wrong answers only. Charles Lai, 2022 says, I'm dead. Blah, 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 blah. Nice. Christopher Buer, I'm not going to comment. This is presented with no comment. His wrong answer to what his last words will be? I swear, it's average. No comment. David Borrego on Twitter says, wrong answers only? I still got a lot of time left. What are your last words on your deathbed? Wrong answers only. I still got a lot of time left. Croak. There you go. Oh, this is gorgeous from Peter Vidito. Peter Vidito on Twitter says, somebody once told me ... That's right up there. That's one of my faves so far. Just, a little smash mouth. Like, you're going out a legend. Oh, Dominic Gonzalez has a very good one. Wrong answers only. What are your last words? I am inevitable. From Avengers Infinity War / Endgame. There you go. I am inevitable. Thanos. That's pretty dang good. That's pretty dang good. I like that Dominic Gonzalez score. James Quinn says his last words would be 15 minutes per pound. What does that mean? Travis, any thoughts?
That's a joke to cooking times for meat. I think a turkey. I'm not sure.
Very nice. Very nice. Couple more of these wrong answers only. It's 12:21 on the West Coast, 3:21 on the East Coast, going up to the top of the hour, 4 o'clock on the East Coast, 1 o'clock on the West Coast here on the Your Pal Hal Show. Let's look at a few more. This is funny. To put it into video game terms, wrong answers only from Old Man River on Twitter. Press start to continue. I like it. Ooh, this is a good one. Wrong answers only. So, spoiler alert, Bruce Willis was dead the whole time. A little bam, Sixth Sense spoiler. Coming with Sixth Sense spoilers. Micah W., our answer to wrong answers only. What are your what do you say on your deathbed? Your last words. Come to think of it, it really was the fabric of our lives. Cotton. He's talking cotton, folks. The fabric of our lives. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Dave Cactus says, wrong answers only, last words. Hey, don't pull that plug. This would be a good one if you could time it right. Dave Barista says, it's buried beneath the... Boom. I like it. This guy answered with a gif of Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec. There has never been a sadness that can't be cured by breakfast food. That's great. I mean, you know what? That's a great quote. That's a great quote, and it's hard to debate with that. Nathaniel Chun has a shout out to Spider-Man here. With great power, ... Okay, you can finish that quote on your own. Dan Bucka 2019 says, is everything in place? Great. Now here's the remote. Now wait 20 minutes. Give me the Jack in the Box treatment. There's a great GIF that goes along with this one. A couple more of these wrong answers only. Doubting Thomas says 74 roses, 52 dogs, 17 thin pieces of paper, and 3 pubs. Those are the clues to my huge treasure. Asterisk, there is no treasure. I like that. Sending people on some kind of fool's errand, a treasure hunt, that'd be a little bit devious, but depending upon the people. Like, if the people were like real jerks, and like surrounded by you, you're surrounded by, then perhaps that would be the satisfyingly devilish thing to do, to send them on that fool's errand. Very nice. Art of Rhino says, Snyder Cut. Listen, I've said it before. I will say it again. It's a familiar refrain for me. I feel like this, and I begrudgingly say this because I did not go into this wanting to say this. The Snyder Cut delivered the goods. Okay, I said it. Brent Pollard says, tell my boss I was going to retire in 2 days. You know what, Brent Pollard? I hope that's a wrong answer, because I hope you are long since retired and enjoying deep old age when you expire. Joe Farrelly says, who's the world going to revolve around now? Very nice, very nice. Wrong answers only. What do you say on your deathbed? But what are your last words? Stephen Shovlin has a good one. See you tomorrow. There you go. That is just a taste of the many wonderful answers we got on Wrong Answers Only. I think we might have to take a look at a few more of those tomorrow, because we got a robust deluge of answers. Travis, what can I do you for, pal?
Can I throw one more your way?
Mm-hmm.
I would be remiss if I didn't bring up a pretty parallel tweet from one of my roommates and also host of the Schmodown Rundown and legendary stats guy, Frank Janisch.
Yes. Right before I die, I'm going to randomly schedule tweets to post, and they'll be like, damn, really needed that break from social media, but I'm back now. What's everyone up to tonight? Hit me up. Did anyone else feel that earthquake? Just me? That's great. That's great. And that was just a random tweet of his, not a
January
not a response
15th.
to the poll? Gotcha.
Yeah. But way to use technology. That's diabolical. I love that.
Yeah, that would get some people to do some double takes. That is for sure. 12:26 now. Your Pal Hal show. One of Travis's pals just joined the chat. Gary Penny. Gary Penny, great to hear from you. Vask Tech. Oh, isn't that aren't you an alumnus of Vask Tech?
Yeah, they keep hitting me up for donations.
I know. I hate that. It is, it's 12:27 now. Let's jump into some Recs and reviews, Recs and effects, and let's talk about the MCU. All right? This is one of the latest, I think this is the latest film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We had Black Widow, we had Shang-Chi, and then we had Eternals. From Chloe Zhao, Best Director for Nomadland. Nomadland, I loved. And I was looking forward to taking a look at this film. Travis, can I help you? Did you, was there anything I could do for you there?
We forgot about Spider-Man.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's a very good point.
It gets confusing because it's like the whole thing and the whatever with the Sony.
I consider it only a Sony film. No, I'm kidding. Yes,
Fair
Eternals. A little movie called Spider-Man: No Way Home. Yeah, I am so. Sometimes I get tunnel vision, and I need someone to be like, hey.
Yeah. No, I feel you. You know, that movie that has more earnings than some countries' GDP.
Yes, and more Spider-Man than any other
more Spider-Man than most countries.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like at least 3 Spider-Man. Not more Spider-Man than Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
No, that had the most Spider-Man per capita of any.
Oh yeah. The second most, I think we could confidently say this, Spider-Man No Way Home had the second most Spider-Man of any movie ever.
Yes.
Unless, was there a movie that had a bunch of people in Spider-Man cosplay or something?
There was a game that had
That
like
doesn't count.
4.
It's a game.
Yeah, there you go. Then no, and that's it.
So yeah, the second to last edition into the MCU, Eternals. Thank you. Sometimes I just start speaking and hope my brain catches up. Do you ever do that, Travis?
All the time. It's the only way to live.
No, and like, but in actuality, do you ever start a sentence and like hope that your brain will just finish it for you?
Yes, I call
And
that.
then-
Go ahead.
And then have to kind of backpedal and do damage control?
Yes, that's the phenomenon I use for that is that when the words fall out of my face.
I like that.
Yeah.
That.
It's
That's kind of poetic.
That's the only way I can salvage how stupid I looked when it was happening.
That very nice. Grass Puddle says Spider-Man? Never heard of it. Thank you, Grass Puddle. Yeah, me too. Mere moments ago. So, I just wanted to give you my quick thoughts on Eternals because it just dropped last week on Disney Plus. I wish I had better things to say. I honestly do. From the moment it started, it had a screen crawl. The text, kind of like, the most classic one of all time, in a galaxy far, far away. The Star Wars screen crawl, absolute classic, sets the stage. You're in, you're on board, and that has become a trope for most of the movies, if not all the movies. But the Eternals has a thick tome that it starts with, and it's almost like, wow, I am slightly over. And again, I will say this, I am not that familiar with the Eternals before the movie. I was not a comic reader of the Eternals. Okay, so I am a plebe. I am the unwashed proletariat coming to this. Yeah. Oh, there it is. In the beginning, before the singularity and the dawn of creation, came celestials. Arisham, the prime celestial, created the first sun and brought light into the universe. Life began and thrived. All was in balance until an unnatural species of predator. Yeah, Travis?
I was just like, I knew with Dune that this was gonna happen. Like, I expected this from Dune. And Dune didn't even really do this. I'm like, Eternals? Like, I've read Eternals, the book, but I'm like, God, geez, anything that starts in the beginning, I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Then an unnatural species of predator emerged from deep space to feed on intelligent life. They were known as deviants. The universe was plunged into... It's like, that's a lot to digest. At square one. And I don't know, maybe give us some images. Like, that's a lot. And that's not even it. That's half of it, at least, or like two-fifths of it. So from there, the length was a little bit impenetrable to me. It's like 2 hours 37 minutes, Eternals, and I got to tell you, I watched it in 3 sittings. I intended to watch it in 2 sittings, but when I put it on the next day after watching like an hour and 15 minutes of it, I could only get through so much, and I didn't have time. So I watched it in a 3rd sitting, and I just felt like tonally it was uneven. The action was not super awesome, and there were so many characters that they did their best to tell these individual stories, I guess, but I was just not with it. I was not feeling it. It was too long. Yeah, yeah. The comedy would then, like, you'd get whiplash from the change in tone to just its self-serious vibe. And I'm not saying it didn't try to do some cool things, and it wasn't like it intentionally wanted to strike a little bit of a different tone than other things, like a more philosophical tone than other things in the Marvel universe. But yeah, I just found this a little bit of a long slog to get through. Not a huge fan. Uh, the best boss an employee could ever ask for. Here is the Prime Celestial, I guess, giving out. So this is just a meme about the Eternals giving out projects with a very long deadline, 7,000 years, generously putting back the deadline if needed. 5 more years, allowing workplace romance and sex, yes. Allowing side jobs, yeah. Kumail Nanjiani's character, among others. Providing free healthcare and stress relieving therapy. Keeping...
That one's kind of a spoiler, so I've shielded that one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, free healthcare and stress relieving therapy, healing powers from one of the Eternals. Yeah. So it's there. You know, if you want to, obviously, if you want to be a completist, whatever, watching all the Marvel films, yeah, you're going to watch it if you haven't already. Many of you have probably already seen it. But yeah, I just found it to be... a slog to get through. Let's take a look at some of those Rotten Tomatoes scores and see what some of the critics have to say about Eternals. Not the Eternals. I keep wanting to put a "the" in front of it. So what is it? It's 40. It's like 48% on the tomato meter. Not strong. Not strong. Yeah, divisive film. And let's take a look and read a couple of these. BuzzFeed. Michael Blackman at BuzzFeed liked it. Eternals is far from perfect, but it pushes the MCU into promising territory. It feels like an amalgam of what Marvel does best. Splendidly chaotic fight scenes, dazzling special effects, and stories that speak to who we are as human beings. Okay, I mean, yes and no, but what about pacing? What about excitement? I don't know. It was just a little too much of a dirge. It was it wasn't fun. I think I want more fun out of my Marvel films. Is that... Although, I will say, let's go back to Justice League for a second. I felt Justice League resonated with gravitas. Zack Snyder's Justice League. This film, less so. And the tonal shifts, like the comedy switching into just like so self-serious. I don't know. It wasn't feeling it. Here's another positive review from Carolyn Sleed, Fox 10 Phoenix. Eternals makes for an alienating first watch. Dig a little deeper, however, and this behemoth of a superhero flick has its rewards too. Yeah, sorry. I already gave you 2 hours, 37 minutes of my time. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Yes, that's how that goes. I'm not going to watch that again. Shame on me if I did that. I just pulled a George W. Bush right there. Fool me once, won't get fooled again. Clearly we're supposed to leave the cinema filled with urgent sense of anticipation, but all I felt was relief that the 2.5-hour running time had finally come to an end. Thank you, Sandra Hall from Sydney Morning Herald. That's basically what I was feeling, except the third installment that I watched. Kylie Chung from Salon.com. In many ways, what it means to be human is the central question that drives Eternals. But the movie's dizzying star power and twisty backstories render it too clunky and overstuffed to concisely answer said central question. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Clunky, overstuffed, so many characters. You forget about one character, and then it's like, oh yeah, that guy's still here, or she's still here. Yep. And it's not saying the characters weren't intriguing or interesting. This is from John Wenzel, Denver Post. Gorgeous and vacant. Sounds like my ex. Just kidding. The Eternals is the most numbing entry in Marvel's 13-year MCU franchise, even as it struggles to be its weirdest and most philosophical. Yeah, it gets a little full of itself at times. For all the effort that has gone into ensuring representation in the casting, the storytelling is forced, with its forced flashbacks and synthetic sentiment, lets the whole thing down. There you go. That's a look at the Eternals, also known as Eternals. Wait, is it the Eternals? Go back. Can you scroll up to the top? Because someone else said the Eternal. Yeah, it's just Eternals. It's just Eternals. So I'm not the only one that is constantly making that mistake. It's on Disney Plus. You can watch it now at your leisure. Watch it in like 5 installments. Give yourself, it's like 5 half-hour episodes. That checks out. Eternals. It's there if you need it. That was Recs and Reviews. It is 12:40. We are going up till 1 o'clock here on the West Coast. We're going up till 4 o'clock on the East Coast. 3 o'clock in Omaha, Nebraska. 9 bells in jolly old London town. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out, being a part of the fun right here on the Your Pal Hal Show. And right now, let's jump over to Travis. What do you got?
A quick piece of what you can call breaking news, if that's all right.
Sure.
What's
happening? This just in.
Well, we had heard about this. We had heard about this in the last week or so, but the U.S. Postal Service is now offering a pack of 4 COVID tests that you can just order from their website. Doesn't cost any money. You put in your name and all that stuff there, and then they just send you a pack of 4 COVID tests.
That's great. That's great. Thank you, USPS. Through rain, sleet, dark of night, and COVID, they will be there. They will be there. They will deliver.
It's very nice. To have just like one of those now, because when you need it, you're gonna go, that's right, I got those 4th, and then I gotta drive to the whatever clinic and pay $35 and stand in line for a half hour.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to have those rapid tests around. And then, you want to get, like, the PCR tests are the one that's going to, really seal the deal for you. But the rapid tests really come in handy, and you want to at least have a couple of those around. And when you need them, like, they're not always there when you need them. So especially like if there's another surge, who knows what the hell the trajectory of this virus is going to be. So there you go. Thanks, Travis.
You got it.
Appreciate that. USPS taking care of us. Travis, let's jump into our news cruise, okay? Shifting gears here. We are going to visit our friends at the Newser website and see just what the heck is going on in the news. Newser's a great source for bite-sized story snippets. Newser, very useful site, and always good for a few interesting news stories. Okay, I am, interesting. Okay, the 4th most populous country learns new capital's name. Up in the upper left-hand corner there, Travis. Fourth. Okay, wait. I'm not even looking. The fourth most populous country. So I'm gonna say most populous countries: China, India, um, uh, Russia, maybe. Um, and what would the fourth most populous country be? Fourth most populous country. It's not the United States. Uh, Travis, do you know it?
I do. It's an emerging market. It's one of those things that we didn't really learn about in school. It's been more the past maybe 2 decades. It's like, yeah, there are so many people in this country. There's so many people in this country.
Ooh. Okay. I gotta wager a guess here. Travis, stay with me for a moment. Stay with me. Okay. Uh, okay. The Jeopardy clock is running out. So, fourth most popular country in the world, is it Brazil?
No.
Oh. What do we got?
It is, well, in this case, Indonesia, but India would have been the land bridge to get you there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Indonesia. Okay, so long Jakarta. Jakarta, no longer the capital of Indonesia. And let's see what the what the capital, the new capital, your new capital of Indonesia is. Dun, 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 dun. All right.
Nusantara.
Ah, there we go. If memorizing rules is among your pastimes, and if it is, by the way, hit me up. That sounds like a good time. If memorizing capitals is among your pastimes, here's a new one for you. Nusantara. Nusantara is the new capital of Indonesia. I had some really good Indonesian food several years back in Monterey Park, California. Monterey Park is right there in the on the cusp of the San Gabriel Valley, and that is just a treasure trove of just wonderful Asian cuisine. Great Chinese food, and there was a lovely Indonesian restaurant that a guy I worked with who was Indonesian took me and a friend of mine to. It's called Little Java, and we had some wonderful rice with delicious chicken. It was chef's kiss, chef's kiss. Nusantara, there you go. If you're keeping score at home, the new capital of Indonesia. All right, let's take a look at some more stories in our news cruise. News cruise. Oh boy. Okay. Uh-oh. Jury. Cracker Barrel owes customer 9.4 million. What the crap went down at Cracker Barrel? What in the crap? what in the gee, what's going on? Jacob, thanks for being here. Glad to see you in the stream. Thanks for joining the Your Pal Hal show. Okay, William Cronin was inadvertently served a glass of kitchen cleaner instead of water. Oh, Cracker Barrel. Travis, you ever been to a Cracker Barrel?
I almost did. I went in once and almost ate there, and I was like, no.
Why?
Everything had milk in it. And apparently detergent.
Yeah, that's this one time. Well, you could have been $9.4 million richer.
Yeah, and without my esophageal lining, thank you very much.
Oh, well, let's see what happened to this guy. But Cracker Barrel, I think it's a trade-off. I think you're going to be eating like, deep fried, country fried, just buttery. Yeah.
It was in Medford, Oregon. I was with my dad. We're looking for a place to eat. Went to Cracker Barrel, saw the menu, and just went, nope.
Oh, yeah.
We're getting Mexican.
Oh yeah, I remember your dairy situation. Right on. Oh, my mom says that my dad loved Cracker Barrel. My father, he like if something is like steeped in butter, cream cheese. My father, oh, terrible eater, terrible eater. Yep. Yeah, my mom says ugh. Can you bring up that comment on the screen?
Of course.
Ugh, says Deborah Rudnick. Yeah, my father's diet just like his bad eating habits have made me want to eat better for the like entirety of my life. Like I read the backs of packages, all that stuff. For decades now, since I was in my 20s. All right. He sued for $150,000, but a jury decided that William Cronin deserved way, way more after a serious blunder at Cracker Barrel. A jury in Tennessee. Thank you, volunteers. The volunteer state. Jury in Tennessee awarded Cronin. Oh, we blacked out there. A total of $9.4 million because a waitress served him a glass of chemical kitchen cleaner instead of water. And he kept drinking it. He chugged it. No, I don't know what he did. Reports Restaurant Business. The mistake happened in 2014 when Cronin's waitress refilled his water glass from a pitcher. When Cronin drank the chemical called Ecosan, he immediately felt a burning sensation in his mouth and esophagus, per CNN. The 68-year-old's attorney says his client suffered severe permanent injuries, yikes, including cramping, diarrhea, and reflux pain after meals, per the Washington Post. Want to scroll down to the rest of the article? Thank you, sir. The jury awarded Cronin compensatory damages of $4.3 million and punitive damages of $5 million. However, it's possible he will ultimately receive less. For one thing, Cracker Barrel is expected to appeal. For another, a state law limits economic damages to $750,000, notes the Post. So how are they even entitled to award that? If that seems ridiculous.
It seems like one of those insurance claim things where it's like we start high because we're going to end up lower, and also could just be a headline grab or whatever. I'm no lawyer. Rob in the house?
Oh yeah, if Rob's in the house here. But yeah, I would think if Rob Schaefer wants to chime in, but before they went in to deliberate, wouldn't the judge say, "Oh, and just know, no more than $750,000 can be rewarded." So that could wipe out $3.6 million from the first sum, though $5 million in punitive damages could stand as is. Cracker Barrel admits the mistake, but objects to the size of the penalty. I wonder if this waitress still works there. You know? Like, is she on shift right now? While we have great respect for the legal process, we are obviously disappointed by and strongly disagree with the jury's award in this case, which involved an unfortunate and isolated incident that occurred at one of our stores 8 years ago. It says in a statement, Cronin made the case that the restaurant where he ate didn't provide adequate training to keep employees from storing unmarked chemicals in unmarked container Ecosan used in industrial dishwasher, high concentration of chlorinating agent. Yeah, I've drank pool water before. There you go. So hope this guy feels better. Hope he gets some of this money soon because he's getting up there in age. He's in his 70s now. But I don't think we should really, I don't think we should completely write off Cracker Barrel. All right, so this has been your Pal Hal Show. We've got one more segment. This is Rejected Segments. So every show, we break off something that was like, oh, we should put this in the rotation. And then we're like, nah, let's not. You know what? I don't think so. And yeah, we were playing around with this idea, but then we decided not to. This segment was going to be Hal reads one of those long CVS receipts. Hal reads from top to bottom one of these long CVS receipts, and it's like, I don't even know if it's readable, so it would be like CVS Pharmacy, 8000 West Sunset, Los Angeles, California, 90046, 323-656-1477, register 13, TRN number 70889, helped by Pamela. Extra card. Yes, Travis?
Look, we're not even at the coupons yet. This is why we weren't going to do it.
Wait. This did I just do the thing where I was explaining the rejected segment and I just ended up doing the rejected segment? Also, this couldn't have been a segment because this would have been the entire show.
Holy crap! That's like a parody of it.
How many items? Oh my lord! $3 off, $10.
No, we gotta go. Yeah, we gotta go.
Folks, what a show! I don't know about you, but I think I had too much fun. I am your pal Hal. We'll be back tomorrow. 4 p.m. on at 2 p.m. We'll be back at 2 p.m. on the East Coast, 11 a.m. on the West Coast, 1 p.m. in Omaha, Nebraska, 7 p.m. in jolly old England. And I want to thank everybody who hung out with us today. I want to thank the good folks at Backchannel. I want to thank our producer, Travis Reeves, for keeping us on point. And I appreciate you hanging out with me. Bye, Mom. Bye, Travis's mom. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. Stay tuned for The Drive with the delightful Mario Smith. See you tomorrow.